And it's like it was like backpedaling, if it makes sense. So again, as I'm asking her things, I asked her, who wants to kill you? Who's after you? She couldn't give me no answer. She was just like, I'm just going off of what happened with Vanessa, all this other stuff. Now understand, Jill got there June 2022 or 21. Vanessa's murder happened before she got there. So you're going to your command and saying all these things that you witnessed and that you're going out telling on your command about things that didn't have nothing to do with you. I understand everybody wants to be an advocate, but her story was always talking about other people's issues, never talking about her issues. So that was a lot of issues that a lot of like ABC and those news people, they were having a hard time understanding her because she never talked about what truly happened to her. It was kind of off with her. I asked more questions. I'm looking at text messages and they just did not align up. So she tells me a lot of stuff that's going on in her family. And it's like it was like backpedaling, if it makes sense. So again, as I'm asking her things, I asked her, who wants to kill you? Who's after you? She was iffy about explaining her sexual assault. Now I understand when you're sexually assaulted, people don't want to talk about it. 100% get it. But her comment was that I don't want to talk to any sexual assault victims who aren't ready to stand up. And I don't understand this. Like, she had no empathy towards victims. So to me, I kind of question, not saying I don't question anybody's story on sexual assault, but I kind of question her intentions because you're angry about women who don't want to express if they were sexually assaulted because they're not ready. And you were kind of bashing them for not saying anything. And so the whole time we're talking, she's sitting there telling me, you know, I really don't want to be around people who aren't advocating for me. I want my story in the forefront. Sergeant Marquise, who has a well-known story, she didn't want her advocating with her because she wanted her story to be heard over Sergeant Marquise. We have text messages. We have everything with all this in it. So we get in the car. This is still June 2nd. We actually go get our nails done. We're doing all these things. I'm trying to get her to relax. And she was iffy about explaining her